New Jersey, renowned for its diverse landscapes and cultural vibrancy, is not immune to the challenges that certain cities within its borders face. In this video, we shed light on the places that, despite the state's overall allure, grapple with distinct hardships, earning them the label of the worst places to live. Beyond stereotypes and jokes, let's delve into the data to unveil the complex realities that contribute to New Jersey's less favorable living conditions. Number 10. Atlantic City. Atlantic City faced the stark reality of being the backdrop for the third highest murder rate in the state. Residents had a 1 in 37 chance of falling victim to a property crime, adding a layer of concern beyond the poker tables. The city's overall crime rate, reflecting both violent and property crimes, stands as the 10th highest in New Jersey, illustrating the multifaceted challenges faced by its 37,550 residents. Breaking down the numbers further, Atlantic City reported 822 violent crimes per 100,000 people, reinforcing its designation as a city contending with elevated safety concerns. Property crimes, with a rate of 2,697 per 100,000, highlight the challenges faced by residents beyond the allure of the boardwalk. Moreover, the poverty statistics for Atlantic County, NJ, reveal a concerning reality, with 14% of the population falling below the poverty line. This figure equates to approximately 37,500 individuals out of a total population of 268,000. The starkness of this number becomes even more apparent when compared to the national average, which stands at 12.6%. Number 9. Wildwood. Wildwood's safety rating of 2 out of 100 speaks volumes about the challenges it faces. The city consistently ranks among the highest for both violent and property crime in the state. In 2023, the rate of violent crime per 100,000 inhabitants was 2,070, which is over 10 times higher than the national average. The rate of property crime, standing at 3,079 per 100,000 residents, also exceeds the national average. Adding to the complex landscape, Wildwood grapples with an overall poverty rate of 23.3%. This means that nearly 1 in 4 residents is living below the poverty line, contributing to economic uncertainty and exacerbating social challenges. Living in Wildwood comes at a cost, quite literally. The town boasts a median home price of $266,100, surpassing the U.S. norm and contributing to a cost of living that exceeds it by 10%. These economic realities pose challenges for both residents and those considering making Wildwood their home. Number 8. Asbury Park. Asbury Park, New Jersey, faces a significant socio-economic challenge as 20.5% of the population, comprising 3,140 individuals out of 50,300 people, falls below the poverty line. This statistic surpasses the national average of 12.6%, highlighting a pronounced economic disparity within the community. Plus, the place also has to deal with the significant violent crime rate of 752 incidents per 100,000 people, nearly 4 times the national average. Residents and visitors need to be vigilant, recognizing the heightened risk associated with violent offenses within the city. Property crimes in Asbury Park are also notably high, with a rate of 9,820 cases per 100,000 people. This places additional emphasis on the importance of securing belongings and remaining aware of one's surroundings to mitigate the risk of becoming a victim. Number 7. Irvington. In 2013, Irvington's pressing security concern is evident in a total of 815 violent crimes. When considering the population of 54,246, this translated to the third highest number of violent crimes per person in the state. The breakdown included 279 assaults, 492 robberies, 17 murders, and 27 rapes. Additionally, the city faced the 21st highest number of property crimes, resulting in Irvington securing the 10th position for total crimes per person. A poverty rate of 31% compounds the city's crime challenges, highlighting the intersection between economic disparities and safety concerns. Irvington's proximity to larger cities like Newark and Elizabeth further amplifies these issues, contributing to an environment where crime rates are elevated. Number 6. Patterson. The economic landscape in Patterson, New Jersey paints a dark picture. with a poverty rate that stands at an alarming 96.09% higher than the national average. Within the city, an estimated 25.1% of its population, totaling 156,473 people, grapple with the challenges of living below the poverty line. Patterson's struggles are notably reflected in its crime statistics. In 2018 alone, the city reported a staggering 1,444 cases of violent crime, encompassing a range of offenses from assaults to robberies. This, coupled with 5,494 reported cases of property crimes, demonstrates the challenges residents face when it comes to maintaining a secure living environment. Beyond conventional crime categories, Patterson is coping with the pervasive influence of drug trafficking, further complicating the safety landscape. Rampant drug dealing and use contribute to a cycle of criminal activity, posing additional hurdles for law enforcement and residents alike. Number 5. Trenton. Trenton reported a total of 1,061 violent crimes, resulting in a rate of 607 violent crimes per 100,000 people, more than twice the New Jersey average. The prevalence of burglary in the city is notably high, with a rate of 1,333 per 100,000 people, significantly exceeding the state average. The Trenton Police Department recognizes the special issues the city has, such as drug misuse and poverty, and works relentlessly to keep crime rates low. However, a lack of resources makes significant development difficult, emphasizing the necessity of community involvement and cooperative solutions. It doesn't stop there. The median household income in Trenton, standing at $37,219, reflects a challenging economic landscape for its residents. Notably, this figure is the lowest among Mercer County communities, underscoring the economic disparities faced by those living in the capital city. The implications of a lower median household income extend beyond financial constraints, influencing access to education, healthcare, and overall quality of life. Number 4. Camden. At the forefront of Camden's concerns is its struggle with crime. The city grapples with an alarming 1,603 violent crimes per 100,000 people, placing it among the areas with higher crime rates. Despite proactive efforts from the police force, including community engagement initiatives, Camden faces persistent challenges in curbing homicides and assaults. Meanwhile, Camden's median home value, a reflection of the economic landscape, is notably low at $85,800. The city's economic challenges are further underscored by a median income of $30,247, leaving over a third of its residents below the poverty line. The unemployment rate, standing at 14.2%, compounds these economic hardships, shaping the daily lives of the community. The economic strains spill over into housing and education, creating additional hurdles for Camden's residents. Affordable housing becomes a pressing concern, with a median home value that starkly contrasts with the broader economic landscape. Simultaneously, insufficient educational opportunities hinder the city's ability to break the cycle of poverty. Number 3. Newark. As the largest city in New Jersey, Newark boasts a significant population of 306,247. Yet, its status as the top-ranked city from the previous year is accompanied by a host of challenges. Despite its size, Newark contends with economic challenges that impact its residents. Newark's economic scene is reflected in a median home value of $271,700. However, the financial struggles are unmistakable, as the median household income at $41,335, and ranking fifth lowest in this category, makes it hard for most residents to put down roots. These economic hardships are further exacerbated by an unemployment rate of 11.2%, nearly double the national average. Remarkably, 3,516 violent crimes were committed in Newark, placing it sixth in terms of the amount of crimes per capita. Newark is now the city with the second highest murder rate per capita in the state, due to a range of violent crimes. 12,481 crimes were committed in the city overall for the year. These figures, along with 8,965 cases of property crime, captured the city's struggle. Number 2. Long Branch. Nestled within the famed Jersey Shore, Long Branch is home to 31,734 residents, offering stunning beaches and captivating seaside views. However, beyond the allure of its coastal charm, Long Branch contends with economic challenges that position it among the less favorable places to call home in New Jersey for 2023. It grapples with a pronounced scarcity of job opportunities encapsulated by an unemployment rate of 7.5%. Locals find themselves navigating a challenging job market, contributing to economic uncertainties for residents seeking stable employment. The allure of oceanfront living raises the median home value in Long Branch to $392,600, a substantial contrast to the median income of $65,369. This economic misalignment places homeownership out of reach for many locals, underscoring the challenges of affording the town's coastal charm. Number 1. Bridgeton. Bridgeton's economic downturn traces its roots back to the 1980 when the town's manufacturing jobs began to dwindle, signaling the start of a period of deindustrialization. The erosion of the economic base has left an indelible mark, reflected in the current unemployment rate of 7%. The median income of $39,995 tells a story of economic hardship, with 35.1% of the town's 26,643 residents now residing below the poverty line. Moving on to the crime rate, with a population of 25,280, this land's total of 1,526 crimes is evident that it's grappling with the multifaceted challenges of criminal activity. Among these, 1,186 were property crimes, securing the city the seventh highest position in this category per person. Meanwhile, 340 violent crimes, including 2 murders, placed Bridgeton 4th and 16th in the state for violent crimes and murders per person, respectively. While the absolute numbers may appear concerning, it's crucial to contextualize them within the city's population. Bridgeton's residents have a 1 in 17 risk of becoming victims of a crime, providing a nuanced view of safety. This per capita analysis sheds light on the fact that while the city faces challenges, the likelihood of individual residents being directly affected by crime remains relatively low. The narrative of New Jersey's worst places to live is a tapestry woven with economic hardships, crime challenges, and struggles unique to each community. By acknowledging these issues, we open the door to constructive conversations about revitalization, community support, and fostering environments that prioritize the well-being of all residents. Which state do you want to explore more? Leave a comment below.